Let me ask you a question really quick. If I was magically able to give you a strategy that would guarantee you would get better at Pokemon VGC, you would make top cuts, you would make every single day too, and you could make the Pokemon World Championships, would you want to be interested in that? If you could snap your fingers and that come true, would you want that secret strategy? Well, in this video, yeah, you already know I'm delivering. I came up with what I have been doing for 6 months now as my Get More Wins challenge in 90 days. I'm blurring it out. I'm actually erasing it, but this is my 5-step strategy where I'm gonna be walking with you guys through 5 steps: C, S, T, B, P plus S, and a secret little number I have on the side here to where I can get you guys to be so much better than where you are now. Some of you are like me, right? Where we lived at the 5 and 3 tables. We can never get a really great finish. We never made money playing this game, but all we did was we had fun, then we had a good result, then we had a hard time, then we went to more events, then we had a hard time, and then we're just spending money playing this game that we love, but we're dying to get better. Because in your heart, if you're like me, you know how good you can be. You know your potential. And I somehow went, by using this 90-day, well, I did it for 180. By doing this challenge, I got not 1, but 2 top 8s at regional championships. I got 45th in the Grand Challenge Online, and I've won 2 cups where I've beaten 3 world champions. 1 you all know, Wolf Glick, and 2 more, Toller Webb, James Evans. I am cooking players right now. I beat the #1 player in North America, and I'm telling you guys, like, this strategy, where I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did, and literally exactly what I did to get to this point. We're gonna level you guys up. So I'm not gonna waste your time. Before we get into step 1, if you can please like the video, please subscribe, and please comment the word challenge to let me know you're locked in with me, because I'm not done yet. I'm following this too. Then, yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited about it. And let's just dive right into it. So I'm gonna literally fill it in on the board with you while I talk. So the first I have right here, let me pull up just to make sure I don't misspell it. I'm kind of funny with that. I can misspell things sometimes. Yeah, #1 is easy. And you guys might be able to guess this from the title, but #1 is commit. You have to commit. To be good at anything in your life, you have to commit. To be the best basketball player in the world, you have to be it. You have to be in the court. You have to be practicing in the gym. To be strong, to go to to run a 4-minute mile. To get ripped, to get a 6-pack. I wish I had a 6-pack, but I'm not there yet. But to do anything, you have to commit, right? So you think Wolf Glick, I know you guys have watched his videos. He is so committed to being the best player. So he practices for hours. So all we have to do is commit, right? Because committing, there's 2 parts of it. One, mentally, you have to be like, you know what? I really want this. And I know a lot of you really want this because I'm telling you, from being on both sides, I used to have dreams of being on stream. I used to have dreams of playing Wolf. I used to have dreams of making money in prizes. I used to have dreams of being in the top 8. I used to dream of those things. I did not think they were possible. But here I am. And because I committed to my development in this game and my development to having fun, it worked. So committing. So to you, what does that look like? I want you to commit to this for yourself and for an achievement. So just close your eyes with me for a second. Genuinely, this is what I did. I know this might sound corny to you. Imagine yourself on stream, emoting on the camera, and your parents, your friends, your cousins, your other VGC players, all like celebrating you on stream. I know you want that because I did myself. So the way you can formally commit this is by agreeing to go to a regional next year. Having a goal of you want to play and you want to day 2 a regional. You want to top cut a regional. You want to play a limitless tournament and win a cash prize. You want to go far in a victory road tournament. Whatever your goal is, commit with that goal in your mind because it'll make it so much more fun. Because guys, this is not committing to the gym where you have to sweat and work out and drive there and pay money. This is a free commitment to fun. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much about the first step because For some, it's the most obvious one, but for some, you don't even realize it, that it takes a commitment to get better and to having fun. And I want you to just right now type in the word commit in the comments if you commit to this. Cool. So number 2, S. And I'm going to write this one. Let's see if you guys can guess it. I'm going to write number 2 right here. And number 2 is strategy. As many of you know, Pokemon VGC is one of the most complex games in the world. There are thousands of pieces, insane levels of game theory, so many math calculations that we're all doing at the same time. Like anything, like war, like battling, like sports, like chess, Pokemon VGC requires strategy. And there's so many ways we can talk through this, but the way I want you to do this right now is you've already committed to this game. Now I want you to commit to a strategy. I know this sounds controversial. I do not want you trying in these 90 days 10 different strategies. I don't want you to do that. For one, in your heart, if you've been playing this game for at least a couple of months, you know in your heart what kind of teams feel good. You know if you like Trick Room. You know if you like Tailwind. You know if you like that balancy kind of stuff with Terapagos and Amoonguss and Rillaboom and Incineroar. You know if you like screens. And you know if you're a menace and you don't like to live, that you like Dondozo. I can't even say it out loud. Like, you know the strategies that you like, right? So, in your mind, you have to know what this is. And I want you, as part of this challenge, to pick your strategy that you want to become amazing at. It can be double terrain. It can be fully status. It can be hard Trick Room. It can be screens. It can be super redirection setup. It can be weather. I don't care. You know what is fun to you. You know the strategies you like. Commit to a strategy. And I'm just gonna tell you about myself. In the last 6 months, I committed to Grimmsnarl. I committed to screens. So every regional, every tournament, every online practice I played, Grimmsnarl was on every single one. I tried Klefki actually, but it was not that good, unfortunately. But Grimmsnarl was my strategy. I'm going to bring Grimmsnarl to every tournament. I committed to that. So every single practice game I played for months has only been Grimmsnarl. Always Light Screen, Reflect, Thunder Wave, and one more move. Either Foul Play or Spirit Break. I tried Sucker Punch and it wasn't that good. So what does that mean? It worked for me. I literally took that strategy and I took it to 2 top 8s. Again, I've already said this before, but it's worked and it's made me better. I genuinely believe now in America, I am the best Grimmsnarl player that there is. I know someone else might have won a regional, but I have consistently shown up and showed out with the same Pokemon. So commit to your strategy. And if you don't know what you like and you don't know what strategy you want to do, honestly, let me know in the comments because I can make a video to where I've actually helped players and my friends discover what strategy is best for them. So if you don't know what strategies you like, then I would say before you start this challenge, play with a couple different teams, right? Use a regional winning team like Michael Kelch. He made it all public. Use the winning teams from Milwaukee where Andrew Ding made his team public. Use some of these teams. See if you like them. I'm sure there's a bunch of pace and people on Twitter. This community is a great one. Use different kind of teams. Find the one that at least feels good now. And once you start winning more than you're used to and you know that feeling, commit to that strategy. So cool. So let's go to the next step. So now we've agreed to commit. And now you have a strategy in mind. If it's Dondozo, please unsubscribe. No, I'm kidding. My good friend Carter loves Dondozo. So now you have a strategy. The next thing you need is I'm sure you can guess what T stands for. You need a team. You need a squad. You need a gang, right? If you play any good to semi-decent team for 90 days, I promise you, it will feel like the back of your hands. You will know it more than you know your own siblings. Because most of you guys, like me, we don't talk to every single person we know every single day. If you're practicing for 90 days straight with the same vibe or style of team, the places you will go and the amount of skill you will learn, you will memorize every damage interaction. You will memorize every tendency. Think about it, right? If you've played 100 Incineroar, then you know exactly what the feeling is of, okay, if they leave Incineroar, I know exactly what they're going to do. So you're learning all these tendencies. My personal play, I know for a fact when I bring my 6th Pokemon of Miraidon, Iron Hands, Grimmsnarl, Calyrex Ice, I know exactly what my opponents are doing and what they're thinking. Why? Because I've used it for so long. So team, I'm not asking you also to stay with the exact same 6 Pokemon, the exact same 6 items, the exact same 6 moves, EVs. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm not. What I want you to do though is, okay, right? Let's say I'll use my team as an example. I brought my team to Milwaukee VGC Regional Championships, right? But guess what, guys? Since then, I've changed things. I've adjusted Iron Hands' speed. I've adjusted Volcarona's attack. I've even changed 2 moves and an item on Urshifu. And I might have even changed the Pokemon. I'm not going to reveal it yet because Portland Regionals are coming up, right? But my point of this is you're not changing everything, but everything is intentional, right? Everything grows with you. You grow into the metagame. You adjust. What you're not doing is building a brand new team to counter the meta because you think it's the perfect time. Because guess what? I just watched Tub Takes, and Michael Kelsch said that his team group prepared for Zacian and Kyogre, so they want Terra Water on their Calyrex Ice. He said out of his four friends who played the same team, in 60 sets, 0 Zacian Kyogre. So I don't want you to perfectly predict the meta. Don't do that. Joseph Ugarte played the same Miraidon Screens Volcarona team and Ditto the entire Regulation G. What happened? He became so good at it. He went undefeated in multiple day 1 Swisses. He was cooking everyone, multiple top 16s. Like, that's the power of having the same team and growing with it throughout a format. So I want you to do that. I want you to find a team, like, for example, Koraidon Sun with Koraidon, Brubonnet, Fluttermane, Raging Bolt, Calyrex Ice, or Lunala. Commit to that team for Regulation I for 90 days. By the end of your 90 days, you will be so experienced. You will know every adjustment because guess what? As you're going on, you're going to say, oh my God, wait, this Astral Barrage is a 2-hit KO, but barely. So now I'm going to make an adjustment. I'm going to make it a little bit bulkier. Now I know every Incineroar speed are actually slower are faster than my Rillaboom, right? Because why are they running 123 speed now? A hint, Michael Kelsch's team runs max speed Jolly Incineroar. So now on my Rillaboom, I'm gonna run 124. And you keep making these small changes, and then what happens? By every moment you are in the meta, you are prepared. You still know the tendencies, and this team feels like you, right? So now you're playing with a strategy you know, with a team you know, and you're locked in, right? So like, you're gonna ask me, like, how am I gonna get better? Like, I have a team, but like, how am I gonna actually get better? So before you even play, that's where we go to number 4. Number 4 is B. B stands for something, you guys might think it's corny, but it's the reason why I've been able to perform so well these last 6 months. I want you to have belief. Make fun of me all you want, I don't care, because the reason I'm able to call Wolfie my son and call him McFree and be so confident in my ability and make these jokes, even though I love and respect all the players I play, I'm able to make these jokes and have this confidence because I have true belief in myself. And belief does not come from this false ego that, you know, I'm just better than you. No, it doesn't. It comes from being committed. I've been locked in, guys. I've earned my confidence. In my brain, I have practiced so much. I think I have such a good understanding of my team and my strategy that I truly have belief in my team, in my strategy, in myself. And what does that result into? When you're now playing games, I had to win it. Guys, I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm 5-1 at Milwaukee VGC Regional Championships. I'm like, oh my God, I have 2 chances for a win in him. I lost my win in round 7 because I lost 3 speed ties in a row against another Miraidon team. If I win any of 3 speed ties, I automatically win the set and I'm playing in day 2. So now imagine how I feel after losing that, right? After that, I tell you, I swear time froze. I refreshed my phone and say, round 9 pairings are listed, or round 8 pairings are now listed on RK9. The pairings are up. Well, yo, pairings, who you got in your winning? Who you got? I refresh my screen and I see Toller Webb. Every player around me is going, oh, Darsh, you got, damn, bro, so unlucky. He's a regional champion last year. He's a world champion. You got Toller, bro, that's the worst kind of matchup ever. That's the worst player. I said, you know what, guys? It is a little bit unlucky, but I don't care. I've practiced so hard for this. I've experienced with my team. I'm playing out of my mind. I've only lost to a speed tie. Like, why am I letting this negativity get? No. If you want to win it, my best advice to you is go outside, fresh breath of fresh air, use the bathroom. I always wash my face. I always have my headphones on. I listen to my music before every round. And I tell myself, Toller Webb, McFree. McFree is the mindset. And why? That belief comes from my commitment to myself, my strategy, and my team over a long period of time. So what I want you to have over these 90 days is a belief, because there are so many VGC crash outs. I've seen players against me throw their chairs. I have seen players against me hit themselves. I have seen players against me cry after they get knocked out of a tournament. And I'm not saying that to make fun of you, because everyone's had these low moments. But guys, I'm telling you, if these are things that can happen to you, it's because this level of your mentality can be shattered, can be broken. I want you to have this belief in your mind that I am not going to lose. And if I do lose, I'm gonna learn from it. I'm not gonna crash out. Over the course of these 90 days, it's not about being perfect on day 1 or day 21 or day 32 or day 57. It's by day 90, you are considerably better than day 1. And that belief, that mentality, I'm calling it the McFree mentality, is what it's all about. And you earn that, you earn that. So over the course of 90 days, having that belief in yourself from the beginning, that you know that this is a process, is so important. And I really hope you have that, because if you have any goals of being the best player, Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, guys. Like, I know Paul Chua, one of the most regional champions ever. He's been 1-3 drop, or one in Indianapolis regionals years and years ago. There are so many great players who bomb, who do not play well, who always crash at Worlds. Like, this happens. But that's part of the game. The only way I can judge you by how good of a player you are, even myself, is how you get back up. Guys, I went top 8 at Toronto. Then I thought I was gonna do amazing. I practiced so hard. I got to #1 on Showdown Ladder for the first time. And I played in Atlanta VGC Regionals. Atlanta, I went to the Regionals. Guys, I went 3-3. I was 3-3. I said, wow, is this a fluke? Is my good performance a fluke? And then guess what happened, guys? I had that belief, McFree mentality, and the very next regional, I went from 5-2 all the way to 9-2 to 10-2 to top 8. Because I'm locked in. I believe in myself. So that's all I want to say for you. Because now I want to talk about the actual play, the play that will get you. And I actually just gave away number 5. So it's already blurred out by now, but it says P+S. So I want this to stand for play and study. But Hirsch, studying is boring. Bro, if you're studying a video game, that's not boring, it's fun. You're figuring out your own puzzle. You're actually getting better. But by play, what do I mean? I said this in my last video, and a lot of you in the comments were saying it. And I know it's controversial, but I do not want you playing, unless you have some kind of, focus issue or a personal choice that does not allow you to play Pokemon Showdown. I do not want you playing best of 1 ladder on the cart. No. What you are going to do is play the mini regional every other day. I call it 3 times a week. You can take a day off one day. I want you playing in a Pokemon Showdown best of 3 or a limitless tournament regional championship. A limitless tournament online. I don't want to say regional championship. I want you playing on limitless regional tournaments or Pokemon Showdown best of 3 regulation I, whatever regulation you're playing in a regional. What does that mean? 8 rounds of best of 3s. I don't care if you want to get better at this game. We're not here to, we have, 4 best of 1 tournaments a year? So I don't want to hear that nonsense where you have to practice best of 1 for the GC. When it's GC season, practice that. But almost 90% of all tournaments, and the World Championships and International Championships are all best of 3. So what I want you to do, I have the number right here. I want you playing, can you see it? I want you playing in 3, I call them strikes, you have 3 strikes a week. 3 regional championships a week, 3 mini regionals. Over the course of 9 days, it's 12 weeks. So what will happen? You'll be playing in 36 mini regionals. Do you know how good practice that is? Some players I know go to every single regional championship and have never even made Top Cut, have never made money playing this game. But the practice they have, the dedication, is what makes them better, right? And no one thinks that they're the best players in the game, but they're getting so much better than the average player because they're committed to practice. And with this strategy, you can even out-practice those players, right? So that's what I want you to do. So how does this work? I want you to sit at your computer, right? And you're gonna go on PokemonShowdown.com. You are now going to play 8 best of 3s in your recurrent regulation. So if you go 5-3, then you're out. If you go 6-2 or better, you're gonna play 3 rounds of Swiss Day 2, and then you're gonna play how the normal tournament would go. right? I want you to do that. And what do I mean by study? By study, I mean there's an amazing resources created by Bauer Dad called PASRS or PASRS. It allows you to upload your replays and your team, and it will then tell you after your regional, how many moves did you click? What was your most efficient lead? What was your worst lead? What was the most common Pokemon brought against you? So now you can watch your replays back, literally watch them back and see what the overall analytics are and then study them. So if you want me to make a video on how I use this platform to make myself better, let me know in the comments because I will make that video. And I have done this for 6 months. I've studied my replays for so long and it's made me so much better. So by play and study, it's very simple, guys. I want you to play in a mini regional every other day or 3 times a week, okay? So see how you do. Week 1, you might go 4-4 in all of them. I don't care because that's a good foundation to get better. Your goal is not to be the best player. It's not to go undefeated in Swiss. It's to just get better every single time, right? And then let's say in the first 20 days, you made 0 day 2s on practice. But let's say in the last 20 days, you made 4 or 5. That's freaking growth. So you have 3 times for 12 weeks. You have 36 practices, 36 regionals. So by the time next year comes around or even the World Championships, you are so already locked into this format of best of 3 where you're not even nervous anymore. Also, when it comes to game 3s, how many game 3s will you have been in that, right? Because if you're playing, let's do the math. Let's do the math here. If you're playing in 100, or if you're playing in 36 regionals over 90 days, and we'll focus on here, right? Because does it work like that? I don't know if it's working. And then that times at least 8 rounds per each time. You are playing at least 288 best of 3s. And a best of 3 has at least 2 matches. You are playing at least 576 rounds of Pokemon. That level of practice in the gauntlet, in the battlefield, in the fire of this game will make you so much better. Because guys, I don't attend more regionals than everyone else. I've only been to 3 this year. But because of my practice, it's made me almost better than other players. Because I've seen these board states. I've practiced there. I've been there. I know what you're going to do. I know my EV spreads, exactly what's going to happen against yours. I can know how much damage your move does, and that will tell me how much bulk you have. That's the kind of practices you guys get when you commit to a single strategy, a single team, when you believe in yourself and you practice that much. Guys, this is the sauce. Like, you guys all ask me, how do I prepare for tournaments? This is how. This 90-day challenge transformed me as a player. I'd never made top 16. I'd never made money. I'd never top cut. I'd never been on stream. I did this. Guess what, guys? Top cut. Top cut again. Stream. Beat Wolf Glick. Like, I got this cool shirt from being on stream. This all happened because of this plan. And I know some of you in the comments will say, you know, I don't agree with you. And that's okay. Because I'm not here to tell you this is the only way to do it. This is the way that I did it. All right? So, please, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like these kind of videos a lot. Let me know in the comments your feedback, anything you guys think. And comment the word, I'm in, if you're ready to do this challenge. Comment the word, I'm in, if you're going to do this with me. And then message me on Twitter, on Dark if you're in, because I want to see how many of you are committed to this growth. But yeah, I really appreciate it. And if you want to watch me, where I literally talk about my 2 top 8s, I will put both of my top cut videos right here for you to watch. So please like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.